All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. I don't normally make videos like this where I'm kind of just sitting down and ranting, but I think today grants one of those type of days. If you guys live under a rock and you don't know, Call of Duty came out with probably one of the strangest tweets and just statements that I think I've ever seen a company make that is trying to save face currently here at the moment. And we're gonna kind of talk about that today. So as the big topic of everyone's been talking about lately is the matchmaking system for Call of Duty. So if you guys didn't know, back in Black Ops 7 last year, they reverted back to like a classic matchmaking, open matchmaking, and it overall was really positive, the feedback that everyone was getting. The game was a lot of fun again. We now have lobbies that weren't disbanding, and people were having a lot of fun playing at S&D matches, for example, myself included, where I was creating rivalries again. I was making new friends playing the game. And then all of a sudden, a couple weeks ago, that kind of just went away. And we didn't really get a statement from Call of Duty until today of what exactly that entailed and what is going to be the future of matchmaking leading up until Modern Warfare 4's beta here on Friday. So we'll go over the tweets here in just 1 second on exactly what Call of Duty was talking about. But just the first thing I do want to say here, it really just seems like Call of Duty has completely lost its identity. Don't get me wrong, I love Call of Duty. I play this game every single day, and I really just want to see this game succeed. But, I mean, just going back even from a couple years ago when we had, like, the Nicki Minaj skins, we had the Beavis and Butthead skins, and there was just a lot of confusion on that in general of, like, what is the identity of Call of Duty anymore? Why are we seeing all these crazy skins? So then they decided, let's go back to just generic skins that kind of fit the style of Black Ops 7, of Modern Warfare 4. So we started to see more of that stuff. So they kind of reverted back from all these crazy skins to more realistic skins for Call of Duty games. And that's the same thing that happened with this matchmaking. So back starting in like Modern Warfare 2019, we saw this really strict skill-based matchmaking system in the game, and there was just a lot of complaints about the game about that. So that it's been tweaked throughout the years. And then starting with Black Ops 7, the numbers must have been really low on pre-order sales. So they decided in the beta, let's go in and just create a matchmaking system that everyone's been asking for a long time. We're gonna go back to classic matchmaking, what everyone's been seeing for the longest time. Lobbies staying together. We're gonna prioritize ping now more than your skill level. Then we went to, oh, you know what? This wasn't the greatest system. Let's go into open matchmaking instead, and you have to choose open matchmaking. But if you want your normal skill-based matchmaking lobbies, you can click this playlist over here. So it just got confusing. Now now everyone was confused. What is classic matchmaking? What's open matchmaking? What is standard matchmaking? There's just too many questions there. Now we're back to a strict matchmaking once again. And I'm going to pull up the tweets real quick that Call of Duty came out with earlier today. And overall, I just think this is more confusing than anything. I had to quote tweet this too because I was just completely just thrown off by this. I said, I'm sick. I'm a rug pull based off Black Ops 7. Small player count is a massive mistake. Absolutely nobody wants this, and I think that a lot of people will agree with that statement as well. But just going into what they said, and there's a lot of tweets that are here. It's actually really crazy to me that they already have some community notes here on the statements as well. Basically just showing that every single reply to this was just a negative feedback, and everyone was very disappointed. We'll get into that here in just 1 second. But starting here, what Call of Duty said, we understand that there are still open questions around matchmaking and some confusion about what we've shared. So we've gathered some more details to shed light on where things stand going into Modern Warfare 4's beta. The short version, the initial batch data is showing strong improvement so far here with the system. This is the part that I want to focus on real quick. The initial batch of data is showing that the strong improvements with this new system. This new system only started in Season 5 of Black Ops 7. We are now towards the very tail end of the Black Ops 7 lifecycle. That game already is probably one of the lowest selling games that we've seen ever in a Call of Duty game. So now we fast forward to Season 5, and there's that player count is going to be even lower now in the game. So the fact that we don't have that many players on the game and we're taking data from a Black Ops 7 game that's now into Season 5, that's already the biggest mistake that I've seen so far. Now let's move into the next tweet here. They said first players are sticking around longer and playing with more matches. Since Season 5, quit rates are down across every skill group for more than half the players. They've dropped 41%, and search times are now down also from Season 4. Average ping has improved as well too. That is just a complete lie right there. I made a video about this when the Black Ops 2 ports came out originally, where I sat in Black Ops 2 and I wanted to see how long it was going to take to find a match. It took me like 5 seconds to find a match in Black Ops 2, and in Season 5 of Black Ops 7, it took me about a minute to a minute and a half or something like that to find a match in it. And I haven't played a lot of Season 5, to be fair, because the matchmaking system is just completely abysmal now, to be completely honest. I haven't enjoyed playing it whatsoever. So I stuck more to Warzone, to ranked play. I'd rather play ranked play than multiplayer. Let's just keep that honest. Like how bad the matchmaking is currently at the moment, I'll go into ranked play anytime. So that just shows me that like I'm not complaining about playing players that are a higher skill level than me. I don't mind that. Like, if I'm getting shit on by somebody, that's perfectly fine. I just don't want to sit down. I want to come home from work when I'm working a 9-to-5 job, sit down and play a couple games at the end of the night just to wind down. And with this matchmaking system, how it was in Modern Warfare 2019, how it currently is now here in Black Ops 7, it's just not going to cut it, and I cannot sit down and enjoy playing the game if it's going to continue that way. Now, moving on here, they say, we know some players like Open, but the issues were clear. For 80% of the players in Black Ops 7 from launch to Season 4, Open versus standard matchmaking saw this. They saw a 32% higher quit rate. They saw a 14% fewer kills per minute. They saw 5.3% lower win rates. And then they saw, this one was the funniest part to me, a 59.2% more no fun ratings. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I have ever gotten that, like, at the end of the game survey said, did you enjoy this last game? And ever put a 5 saying I enjoyed playing the last game. I think it's just the most annoying feature that comes into your lobbies at the end of a game, and you're going back to your main lobby, and it just says, did you enjoy playing this? No, I'm trying to go create my new classes. I'm camo grinding here. I'm trying to unlock Singularity camo. I don't want to see a pop-up here that says, did you enjoy the last game? Especially if I'm going for headshots on a sniper rifle, for example. That can't be taken seriously. Then I saw this here on Nuketown 24/7. Quit rates jumped 141% on most of our competitive players were leaving 1 out of every 3 matches. Now, I don't know about you guys, but Nuketown 24/7, I can't even stand playing that lobby anymore. Like, I think we should just get rid of Nuketown 24/7 completely in future Call of Duty games, in future Black Ops games, I should say, because we're not going to see it in Modern Warfare 4. And so I don't want to see like a Rust 24/7 or a Shipment 24/7 in Modern Warfare 4, for example. I think those should be exclusively just for double XP weekends, like what we saw in Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1. We've already seen that with the Black Ops ports as well, where all these new maps that have only been 24/7 playlists are the only ones we really want to play in Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1, because that's all we're used to at this point. That's all we have played, and that's all we're going to vote for, because we've gotten into this brain rot mentality of only playing Nuketown maps. So I think that's also really bad data as well. In general, just playing Nuketown and leaving the game, the only time I'm even playing it now that I want to play it is to do a camo challenge, to do a quick challenge to unlock it, and then go and play Warzone or go and play ranked play at this point. Then they say this, what about disbanding lobbies? About 50% of players leaving the first match by game 3, almost none of them are in the original lobby still. Backfilling takes longer. Starting fresh gets players into a match faster and lets us better prioritize ping here. Now, I don't know about you guys, but one of the biggest things, I've been playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. I've played every single year for almost 20 years now. And one of my favorite features about Call of Duty in general is that community aspect in it, and the lobbies sticking together. So if I'm playing Search and Destroy, I'm playing those same people over and over again. So if I lose one game, they're talking smack to me, I'm gonna take that personal, and I'm gonna want to win that next match, and I'll win that, and I'm gonna talk smack back to them. And then you build this rivalry, or you build this community, or you build this friendship with somebody because they're playing really well. Or if somebody just absolutely shits on you in the last game and you're saying, wow, that guy's really good, I want to party up with this guy, and he's pretty good. And then you guys play together, and then you guys become friends that way. That kind of takes away the whole community aspect of Call of Duty, of what this game was driven on in the first place. So disbanding lobbies just because somebody leaves, leave that to the discretion of the player. Don't leave that into just your hands. Now, if I played somebody and I thought that guy was really cool, I'm not going to be in the next lobby with him unless I invite him to a game. Keeping lobbies together has always been the fun move, and not having that the last couple of years, I've voiced my complaints on that. I was very excited to see that come back in Black Ops 7, just for that to be rug pulled again a couple months later. Then they go on to say this, that they want to clear two things up. First, this is not a return to the tighter matchmaking that we've seen in recent games. Connection remains a top priority. And then secondly, every Call of Duty game has had matchmaking that considers skill, including Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Now, I want to kind of just address both those real quick until we keep going here. Starting with the Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, obviously there's been always some sort of a matchmaking that has some sort of a skill level to it. That's clear, that's obvious. We've known that for years. I'm not saying I want to just go up against the newest players of the game, someone that just opened the game out of the box, put the disc in, and that's their first game, just so I can drop a nuke on them. That's not what I'm trying to say. All I really care about is if I come home, I want to be able to just chill, sit down in front of my at my setup, and just play a couple games before I go to bed at night. That's all I want to do, and not have to worry about playing CDL champs at the end of the day. Then they go on to say, what happens next? The Modern Warfare 4 beta will use this new system that we're also going to see open matchmaking available, so you can keep learning from both of these systems. We'll keep looking at the data, listening to what players are telling us, and improving. Call of Duty is about having fun. Matchmaking exists to support that. So all I want to do is I want to have fun and I want to play the Call of Duty. I want to play Call of Duty for what it is. The last couple of years with really strict skill-based matchmaking, I played for a couple days of the game and then I stopped playing. Black Ops 7 is the one Call of Duty game that I actually can say that I sat down and played for the most out of most Call of Duty games, almost every single day. And I haven't been able to say I've done that in a Call of Duty game probably since Black Ops 4. And the common denominator for that is the way the matchmaking system has been. Modern Warfare 2019, to me, left a bad taste in my mouth because of skill-based matchmaking. I'm not going to keep complaining about that, but that's just my opinion. I mean, look at all the comments, though, and the replies to these tweets. First things first, there's a bunch of community notes that are on most of these tweets as it is, which I think is hilarious. But almost every single tweet reply to this is negative. This guy's name is literally remove skill-based matchmaking on Black Ops 7. This guy says, you cannot be serious. This guy says using Nuketown 24/7, and like I said, is a reliable source. It's just a terrible way to do things here. What else is everyone saying? They're lying about why the team balancing is just lopsided, blah, blah, blah. Just keep persistent lobbies, blah, blah, blah. I mean, persistent lobbies, we need that. Nuketown quit rates are most likely due to the fact that matchmaking keeps dropping and people match. Like, literally, I mean, you guys can go through this tweet as well if you want and read every single one. This is all your guys' replies anyway. I did say something as well where I just said I'm sick of it, blah, blah, blah. That's my opinion on it. One thing I do want to say, though, is just in general, Call of Duty has been on a really downward slope the last couple of years. I think it all started with like Modern Warfare 2 2022, and then the fact that that game was just one of the most hated Call of Duty games of all time, and then we just saw Modern Warfare 3 after that. I will say Modern Warfare 3 was one of the better Call of Duty games that we've seen in recent years, but just the fact that that came right after Modern Warfare 2 definitely left a bad taste in people's mouth. And then moving on to Black Ops 6, that was a very negative game. That a lot of people had a lot of negativity towards that. We saw the very next game of being Black Ops 7 right after Black Ops 6 was kind of a failure too. So we've been on a kind of a downward slope with Call of Duty recently. So we're going to have to see some major changes here. I think in general, I've made this comment before. I don't think that I think we need to stop like just squeezing dry these Black Ops and Modern Warfare games and come out with something new. But if we want to come out with something new, we're going to need a community that's going to be there for Call of Duty. And if we keep this downward slope of all this like back and forth of not really understanding the identity of Call of Duty, we're not going to be able to have these newer Call of Duty games coming out and have them be successful as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of great games coming out. We have GTA 6 coming out just a month after Modern Warfare 4. That is probably going to steal a lot of players away from Modern Warfare 4 as it is. So if we still see this strict matchmaking system, or if we see this current matchmaking system that we're seeing in Season 5 of Black Ops 7 in the launch of Modern Warfare 4, I hate to say it, but I do think this game will be a failure at launch if that's the case. We need a classic matchmaking system that we've seen in the OG Call of Duty games like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, even beginning cycle of Black Ops 7 was a good matchmaking system, and we'll see what happens. We'll see if this gets rug pulled again. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm a little disappointed about this. Obviously, I think the whole community is as well. But if there's any other things that I've missed here, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on if you think that this is going to be a good thing for Call of Duty. Do you think that Call of Duty can potentially recover from this? Or do you think they're going to have to make some major changes to see a success rate in the future for the game as well? But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you guys somehow made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Drop a like, and if you guys are interested, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new as well. We do stream every single day over on Twitch as well, so definitely feel free to reach out to us if you guys want to play at some point as well. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching the video. I'll catch you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your day, and peace out.